What's going on, guys? Big Red coming at you today, and we're bringing you something a little different, a game we've all been waiting on over 10 years. A sure enough dirt racing game specifically made for dirt, for consoles, and I'm just really super excited. Was digging around, somebody hit me up in my Twitch chat the other night and was like, "Hey Red, have you heard about a sprint car game coming to Xbox?" Well, it's publicly known what license and everything else people fill out for. So done a little digging, found out that there could be a Tony Stewart game coming. Sure enough, the website popped up. We have 9 days left. February 14th, we're going to have our hands on this game. Xbox One, PlayStation, just really super excited. So we're going to go ahead and get into this. They have a trailer up. We're going to watch the trailer, and as we're watching the trailer, I'm going to stop it, rewind, and all that, and we're going to go through it and see if we can kind of dissect it.
We've been working
like
really hard on a brand new video game in the off-season that features the All-Star Circuit of Champions. Here's a first look at Tony Stewart's sprint car racing.
So right here, of course, Tony Stewart comes on. I guess since it's named after him, he's going to be the face. Of course, it's rated E for everyone. I will have to stop the video here and there in the middle, just to make sure I don't get copyrighted, but cut the music down. Monster Games, we've seen this name before. If you are not familiar, they're the ones from the Heat franchise, all that good stuff. So they are very familiar with NASCAR games. Ooh, let's back up here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's 12 on the track at one time. This looks like your normal sprint cars. Probably going to be 4 pins. Super wide racetrack. That's going to be a different track. I like the chalk line. Gives it an old school feel. As wide as this honestly reminds me of East Bay in Florida. So and this is going to be a different track due to the banking. We can see the smoke logo, carb.com. Look up here on our signs. This is going to give us some idea from licensing. Got Mobile One. I can't tell what that is. All Pro. Hunt Brothers Pizza. We know they're tied to Stuart Haas. Little boy's super excited about it too. The last one I can actually read up there is going to be Ollie's Bargain Outlet. And that's going to be, I believe, the primary sponsor for Tony Stewart's actual series he runs these things on. So, let's see another track. Okay, so that was a little bit of gameplay. We see here Hager Health Services. I know I may be picking at this too deep, but that's just one of the things I really look at. Sponsors, Hoosiers on the tire. You got to have those if you're running dirt. But Corey Ellison, you got Skylar Gee, I ain't even going to attempt to say that. Craig, Paul, Justin. So it looks like a bunch of random names. I'm not super familiar with Open Wheel, so if they're real people, I'm sorry. That was all different paint schemes, if y'all call that. So you got one scheme there. One there. That's another different scheme. That was 4, 5. Let's jump back just a hair. Ooh, the flames. Old school flames. You can never go wrong with those. So that's 5 different schemes. 6 different schemes. So we know there's at least 5 different schemes on here. Hopefully there'll be some customization. We'll have to check that out too. 3 racing series. So we're going to have 3 different classes. There was the little quarter midgets. It's what it looked like. You see the exhaust coming out of the side. A lot smaller frame. Basically think of a little go-kart on steroids. It actually has a suspension to it. Another non-winged, but this is not the same. No exhaust on the side, so this will be kind of like a 305 non-wing is what I'm going to go with. You can see the strut sticking up. What's really going to be neat is if they have custom setups, because torsion bars and all that good stuff is going to be completely different than the way we're used to setting cars up. 410s, it's got to be That's what I'm talking about. 24 unique dirt tracks. So we're no longer held to a 9. We have 24 at this point. That right there sold me no matter what. If this game is anywhere close to your 2010 World of Outlaws, I think that was Road to Knoxville, or anything like that, man. And I have a feeling with this developer being, who they are and the experience they've had, as Little Man's over here, he wants to talk about it. I really think this is going to be amazing. Let's see if we can see anything in the video when it comes to suspension. Right here, if you pay attention, this is going to be a view is what it looks like. I don't know if that would be considered a hood view or an in-car view, but I really like that. Top of the cage view. So this is going to be, I'm going to take it, I don't know 100%, but I'm going to take it as this is going to be a regular view you can race in also. And of course, where would we be without Jesus Cam? Third person. In my opinion, the most hated view known to man. I do not see how anybody races like this. I'm always a half a second off when I'm supposed to be turning and don't. There was that track again. Let's see if we can. We can't tell anything about this track. We can't. This is the one I was saying looked a lot like East Bay. You have your chalk outline. It's super wide. I know it's not that track, but it looks like it. Mountains. They took some time making all this. They could have easily just made this a cornfield. Been a whole lot easier. But, stadium. Y'all boys thinking Chili Bowl? Because this looks like a good Chili Bowl to me. Oh, I just noticed something. Got to point it out. Did y'all see the bounce in that left front tire? Did you see it? Yeah. That means realism. That means the suspension is working. Deep career mode. I know a lot of the people that watches my channel is super big on career modes. It looks like you can pick sponsorship deals. You get parts discounts for different places. Payouts per race. Your signing bonus. I hate to say it, boys, but I would probably end up having to go with Jake's Golf Carts here. It looks like they got an amazing marketing budget this year. So, all right, I just seen a view, so we're going to jump. All right, I backed it up. We're going to try to stop it just in time. There we go. This is the inside of that stadium track I was telling you about. So already we've had about 5 different tracks we've got a feel for. Once again, they're using the same in-car camera. So I'm going to take it. This is going to be your cockpit type camera. There's the little one again. Those things look like an absolute blast. This is the first career mode screen we've seen. You have overview, of course, your garage, schedule, sponsors, and about me section. It looks like you can actually tier up everything. I don't know if this means that means there's +2 performance. I'm taking it 10% durability. So at this point, you can probably build this up to almost 100%. If I had to guess, it'll be a way you can keep working on your cars to make them faster and faster. You see down here, you can actually switch the part out. You can repair the part, or you can just buy a new part. So upgrading is definitely something I see. It looks like installed part. So we have still standard block. I take it, yep, it's 1 star. So I guarantee you there's going to be starred out, and you can go with your aluminum blocks, things like that, your standard steel. Reason being, your steel stuff's going to be a whole lot heavier. Your aluminum stuff's going to be a lot higher when it comes to performance-wise, and it's lighter. So, let's see. Chassis. The chassis is the main structure of the car. Its construction and material impact the weight, aerodynamics, and top speed while racing. A chassis frame also helps protect the driver and the engine. So, it looks like you're going to be able to do a lot of chassis work. 9 out of 10 if I had to guess. This is going to keep scrolling down maybe, and we'll be able to see a little more when it comes to the engine and stuff, unless it's just broke down in these 4 categories. Okay then. And as soon as we say that, we move to the next screen. And don't worry, at the end of this, I'll let the full trailer run so you can watch it all the way through. But it looks like this is where you can see your different chassis. You got 1-star, 2-star, and 3-star. And of course, you start out, I'm pretty sure, the Steel Standard. Then you go Durable, Steel Performance. Then you get all the way up to the High Precision Steel Combo, which your durability is a whole lot better. Your performance is at a full 10. So you'll basically be starting off, as a lower class driver, working your way up through a career mode if that's something you're interested in. Me, myself, I would probably do a career mode devoted straight to dirt. If it's a video you think you'd be interested for me to do, please let me know. Leave a thumbs up on the video. And yeah, let's go ahead and finish this off. You can purchase the equipment. It looks like... I missed this, but it looks like you have your bank account here, and they may be fans. You got 9 fans, so you're building up fans, you're building up cash, profit, all that good stuff. Alright, let's back up again. So it tells you when you're worn out. You look, this has already went up to a +8, so you definitely can tear stuff up. That's awesome. And 137 people, so that's fan now. Engines, it tells you about the power. Of course, everything you can do with those once again. +25-player online lobby. Awesome for league racing. That scares me for online racing, and I'm not. This is going to be the first view of the actual online lobbies. It looks a setup we're pretty familiar with. I mean, it's your base setup, your regular tournaments, your series 410 sprint. We nailed that one on the head. Your lobby type is normal. That's interesting because I wonder if you can do normal, private, or what else is coming. You see the regular and tournament. I'm wondering if that's some kind of series you can run. Tracks includes all tracks. 29 tracks is what this says. So there may be some different configurations of each track. Race length 25%, players, AI cars, flags, custom setups. So we will see default racing. That's really neat, and I think that can be really fun because that will bring a lot of the driver into it. So default racing, and of course you can turn damage off or on. So this is on tournament, 410 sprints, the normal lobby type. I'm not seeing any difference besides it just saying tournament. So multiplayer, home tournament. Leaderboards, boys. Y'all know what that means. We're going to be doing setups. I'm going to go ahead and call it now. Arrowwood, I'm taking that's going to be a track. Denison and Roper Mountain. Hopefully I'm not doing that bad. Oh, Lord. 2 days, 7 hours, 13 minutes remaining in your rank. So they're going to have some type of tournament mode, it looks like, from an online perspective. Hopefully we'll see prizes or something. Maybe we'll get to... Hey, if for some reason any of y'all watch this, that's working on this game, make one of the prizes to go to the dream race for Tony Stewart's track at Eldora. And please make that a prize. And I would love to give that one a go. Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. Officially licensed by Ollie's, so that is
Tony Stewart Sprint Car Racing will be available February 14th on the Xbox One and PlayStation 4.
That's awesome right there. That is absolutely awesome. So let's go ahead and get down through the rest of this. It says the mud will fly as you hit the track, dirt racing experiences, drama, Saturday night short track racing. That's what we all grew up and loved. I know I did specifically. Basically developed in collaboration with a sprint car champion and NASCAR racing legend Tony Stewart, which you are, sir. If you're watching this, hats off to you. Strap in for authentic dirt tracking racing experience. Start in the All-Star TQ midgets. Work your way up to the 410 wing sprint cars and the All-Star Circuit of Champions, both of which are owned by Tony himself. So that is where we're seeing all these names, everything come in, is because Tony owns, a lot of this stuff. We see the Rust Truck Centers that's been on the side of Clint Boyer's cars before. Hoosiers is awesome, and all that. The 3 TQ midgets to the insanely powerful 900 horsepower 1410 wing cars. I really wish I knew what this was. If I had to guess, this is going to be probably like a 305 non-wing. Or it could be like the USAC cars. And if they are, they got some power behind them. It's just no downforce on top. So you really have to let off. I know that running iRacing and stuff, as y'all have seen on the channel. Challenge up to 24 of your friends in weekly tournaments. So here we go on the screen. It looks like it's showing, of course, all tracks, custom damaged AI, 25 players. Race King 7082 is the host. They're going to be running Airwood, 6 laps at night, 15% is 6 laps. So that's really not all that bad. Your setups, you got tight to loose, so there's your default, guys. You look like you have a custom race and qualifying. It's keeping up with your points, your previous lap times. I mean, this dude right here, of course, he was flying, but with a Sprint Racer 37 name, you better be. Custom paint schemes, by the way. So there's a clue we found. There is going to be custom paint schemes. We can officially say that. Tony Stewart fan, I don't know who you are. Hopefully you're a default guy. Not a default guy, but Apex turn. I hope you're not a developer, man. With a lap time like that. That's not good, brother. But it looks like they're stacking the lobbies up, not in lap times, but actual points is what's going to put you in what place you start in. Deep career, it's showing that. We stopped that in the video, which is pretty neat. Here we go. Split screen. So in the split screen, you can see where they're at on the track, position, all that good stuff. He's yawed out a little too much. He's losing speed, 90 miles an hour versus this is how you want to come off the corner at 101. You see the shape of this track looks just like Williams Grove. The banking on it, though, there's a whole lot more banking. I'm not a fan of this, but at the same time, I got to see the game and see how it feels, and I'm wondering if you can cut it off. It looks like there is a ton of motion blur. But what they use to do that is the way they make, you get the sense of speed. So 24 unique tracks all across the country. Personalize your experience. Here we go. This is what we're worried about, boys, the custom race setups. So it looks like you have your different valving, which is going to be your bump and rebound. Like I explained in that one video, your bump is how quick it goes down versus your rebound is how fast it comes up. Your valving is actually what's inside the shocks. That's what they change. A lot of times they'll just leave the valving part off and just put bump and rebound. But same principle up and down. Left weight, something we're all used to. Your left weight, your front weight, or nose weight as a lot of people calls it. You run a whole lot lower in dirt for some reason. On certain games it don't work like that. But cross weight, this is what I really like to see. This is the terminology I'm used to when it comes to cross. That's your right front to left rear. Also known as downforce in some asphalt cars, is how much that left rear is going to bite down. Usually the higher the cross is for your flatter tracks. Lower the cross. Now this is 20-year-old information though. This is from way back when on go-kart days. Usually the lower your cross though is for more bank. Could be backwards on that. Once again, that's 20 years old. It looks like we have torsion bars. I don't know anything about torsion bars, and I'm not even going to pretend. This is definitely something I'm going to have to study myself and come up with. Tire pressures, of course, is going to be your regular turn in, always on front. Most of the time in dirt, you're always going to have your front higher. The bigger the spread, the more stagger. I take that back. You actually can set your stagger. Wheel spacing, that's just left to right. The higher wheel spacing is going to bring your tires out or in according to which one you're doing. Brake bias is normal. You know how much front brake you have in the car. Your front wing degrees and rear wing degrees. That's going to control your downforce and the angle of your wings. The steeper the angle, the more downforce. The less the angle, the less drag. And less drag means higher speed down the straightaways, but also means less weight on the front tires to turn your car in. And these cars are all about pitch. I'm sitting here doing this in my seat, just kind of excited. Rear wing position, I don't know why that's there. I don't think none of them has rear wings, unless this is specifically for the non-winged, something to do with them. Wheel lock offset, that's your normal stuff, degree of turning versus, right to left on straightaways. Stagger. Your stagger is how big your right rear is over your left rear. If you notice a open wheel car, your right rear is huge compared to your left rear. They have rolling stagger. If you let off the steering wheel, they automatically turn to the left. Once again, that's more for pitch than anything and more for getting your car to go around the corner. I'm not used to seeing 10 inches of stagger. Honestly, I can 100% believe that. I've just not messed with these setups at all, so I don't know about that. Looks like they've been testing across the Xbox, though, and officially licensed. That right there is nothing to shake a stick at, boys. That is, you can definitely tell this game has been put through the test. It's had a lot of people on board. With these names alone, Ollie's is huge in the South. Mobile One, of course, is huge. Hoosier, one of the biggest brands across dirt racing since I've been a kid. Ford's even on board with this. So, I mean, this is a huge thing. I can't wait. I'm super excited for it. Hopefully, y'all are as excited as I am about it. We'll be getting into this. We'll dive deep into it as soon as it comes out. I'm talking about career mode. We're going to do setups. We're going to keep building on to the base we have here on the channel. And luckily, we're going to get to expand into something I love the most. I know I initially started out loading Heat 3 dirt setups. And, that's what I grew my channel and platform off of. And that's what initially drew a lot of people to my channel. So something like this coming out, I'm super excited. I can't wait to race with everybody. We'll have to test the wheel out on it. I know controllers are usually the king when it comes to dirt on a video game. So we'll try to break the wheel out, see what we can come up with, and hopefully y'all enjoyed it. The video's already super long, so I'm not going to replay the trailer. If you do want to see the trailer, I'm going to leave a link down below. Also, I'm going to attempt to find everything when it comes to the social medias and link everybody down there also. I appreciate everybody for checking this out. Once again, leaves a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button. It helps out a lot. It's bringing the channel forward and, just helping build up everybody. But y'all have a great day. See y'all next time.